Caitlin Clark, already one of the biggest names in the WNBA, just added an exciting new layer to her public persona. She's a self-proclaimed superfan of tennis icon Serena Williams. In a recent interview, Clark couldn't hold back her admiration for Williams, calling her the greatest American athlete ever. While Clark is making waves on the basketball court with her record-breaking performances and magnetic energy both on and off the court, it turns out that her love for Serena has been there from the start, and it's about more than just her impressive trophies. Clark shared that it wasn't just Serena's career accomplishments that drew her in, but her entire aura. "I loved how she carried herself," Clark gushed. "She brought fire. She brought fun. She made you want to watch." It wasn't all about the tennis for Clark. When she was younger, she'd imitate Serena's signature celebratory fist pumps, confessing that as a kid she was more about the attitude than the backhand. It's clear that for Clark, it wasn't just about the sport, but the energy Serena brought to everything she did. It's no wonder that Clark looked up to Williams, a 23-time Grand Slam champion who has had a monumental impact on not just tennis, but on women's sports as a whole. Serena's influence transcends the courts. She's broken barriers in fashion, media, and endorsements. Clark, much like Serena, is now carving her own path in the sports world and embracing her own spotlight. But it wasn't always easy, especially with the rising expectations and constant attention. For Clark, Serena's boldness and individuality provided the perfect roadmap for navigating fame. As Caitlin Clark steps into her role as a professional athlete, her mindset has been deeply shaped by the example Serena set. "She taught me it's okay to be bold, to be loud, to be unapologetically you," Clark added, showing just how deeply Williams' influence has resonated with her. Clark has clearly taken these lessons to heart, stepping into her own skin as she balances fame, pressure, and an undeniable talent on the court. Serena Williams' retirement might have left a huge gap in women's sports, but her legacy is far from fading. In fact, her influence is stronger than ever, especially as young athletes like Caitlin Clark rise to carry the torch forward. With Clark's own unstoppable rise in basketball, it's clear that Serena's fearless spirit and groundbreaking achievements continue to inspire the next generation of sports icons. As Caitlin Clark's career continues to skyrocket, it's clear that the inspiration she draws from Serena Williams goes beyond just sportsmanship. Clark is determined to carry the torch of representation and impact, much like Serena did for women's athletics. With each game, she's not only setting records, but also changing the narrative around women's sports. Clark has taken on the responsibility of being a role model for young girls who dream of playing at the highest levels, and her confidence and boldness reflect what she's learned from Serena. Clark's admiration for Williams also speaks to a larger shift in the landscape of women's sports. Serena's trailblazing career has set a new standard for what it means to be a female athlete. She wasn't just a tennis player, she was a global icon who transcended her sport. For Clark, this gives her permission to be both fierce and unapologetically herself. As a result, her rise isn't just about breaking records on the court, but also about breaking barriers and showing the world that women's sports deserve the same spotlight and respect as their male counterparts. Serena Williams' impact isn't just seen in the way Clark carries herself, but in how she navigates her career off the court as well. The way Serena handled the media, the endorsements, and the business side of her career has been a masterclass in how to maintain control over one's image. Clark, with her rapidly growing fame, has taken notice. She's using the tools Serena provided to stay true to herself while building a career that will influence generations to come. It's a delicate balance, but with her solid foundation, Clark is managing it with grace and ambition. Beyond her athletic achievements, Caitlin Clark is also becoming a major force in the fashion and media world. Much like Serena, she is seizing opportunities to expand her influence beyond just basketball. Clark's unique sense of style, much like Serena's bold choices on and off the court, is becoming a defining feature of her public persona. As she continues to grow her brand, it's clear she's drawing inspiration from one of the most iconic figures in sports history, proving that athletes today are more than just players. They are multifaceted icons who can shape culture.